And then I can go in here and I'm going to add another component, which is a text component. And I'm going to change its color to white. And you'll notice the font size is a certain font size. I can change it to the font size I want. Let's make it small so that way we can talk to the guy. So then we're going to say, again, magic text, logged in users, full name, home. And I'm going to make this centered. And then what you can do, I'm going to talk about groups now. So group things together. And there's kind of like a place on top and a place on bottom. See, if I move this here, I'm going to change the color so I can see it. If I move this, see how it's going to go underneath. And this one is on top. Whatever is placed last is going to be on top. If I paste this again after I copied and pasted it by doing a Control C, Command C, and then a Control X, and then a Control V or Command V, you'll see that it's now on top. So you got to know that there is a placement of things positionally. And to move that, all you have to do is do Control C or Control X or Command C or Command X and then Command V, and it puts it on top. And then we'll change this back to white. Alright? So now I got this. Now I need that thing there, which is a button, right? Which is part of their app bar, which is their own component. But I can create my own kind of like component by just going to here, and I'm going to add a new thing I have mentioned before. It's an icon. By typing icon here, or you can go, it's a button. But everything can be a button in Adalo. But you'll see icon here. You can have a toggle button, an action button, which is kind of a plus here, so you can do like a plus. I've created my own action button, but you can also create your own action button. And then I'm gonna go in here again. I'm gonna go down to buttons, and I'm gonna choose icon. But icon doesn't have to be a button; it just could represent something. But in this case, it's gonna be. And this is an exit, so I'm gonna type exit here. It's gonna show up here, and you'll see now I got this exit icon, which looks similar to this, and you'll see that this is white. So I'm going to go in here and make it white. And now I have something very similar to this, but the difference is I have my own length, right? And I don't want it to like fully like go over my exit button, so I'm just going to put a little bit to the left, the text. And that's going to make it a little bit off-centered, but you can always just like move this here. And let me show you how to make this centered anyways. So I mentioned about groups I didn't use yet. When you want things to align properly in smaller spaces, within larger spaces, you want to put them in groups. And then the app will use intelligent aligning layout, auto layout, to lay it out for you. So what I can do here is I can choose this, and I'm going to move this guy over here for a second. And what I want to do is I want this thing to be on the center on the screen here, right? But I also want to make sure that everything lines up properly. So if I put this in here like this, I'll move a little bit further than theirs. You can put it the same as theirs so that it looks nice with your margin. We'll just do this for now. This is not a big deal. You know, this means that this thing will be centered up to, I'll move the other way. And moves around, and you'll see I'll get this red thing shows up for me. See, I got it in the center there, and I can move up and down until I get about center. Sometimes you can't get that thing to show up, and we'll worry about alignment more in another video, but just kind of get an idea here. And then I'm going to click these two. I'm going to select these two by doing Shift key and clicking it with my left mouse button. Click it over here, and I click Make Group. And what that's going to do is it's going to put these guys into their own group so that they're grouped together. Sometimes this can mess up the alignment too, because you notice there's nothing on the left here. But we'll worry about that in another video. But I wanted to show you, okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to select, I selected this internal group. I'm going to select this rectangle, and I'll select this group on top of it and make another group. It's good also to name your group, so you can click on this pencil over here, and you can say top bar group. Done. And so I'm going to move this guy down. I'm going to move this guy up and take its place. And so now you'll see it's very similar to this guy. And I'm just going to remove this, okay? What we don't have is an action on this button here. And we're going to, so to get to this action, remember, it's going to be in this thing layered. Now I want to show you something I didn't show you before. Now that you're further along in the videos. And I'm going to show you that in the next video. So tune into the next video for a very interesting thing to show you things that most people don't even know about in this app, okay? For watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Just continue on to the next video, and we'll just continue where we left off. Thanks. Like, share, subscribe. Awesome.